time to sit down, grab a sweet tea in your hand, on a worn-out rocker with a view of this southern land. I got the crickets singing low and the fireflies in the sky. It's front porch talking time, let the world roll by. It's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, a Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're keeping it real like only Southern boys can. You might agree or you might just sigh, but they're Southern Fried till the day they die. A little gospel, a little grit, and a whole lot of pride. They speak from the heart, never got nothing to hide. From D.C. to Dixie, they'll stir up the stew. If it ruffles your feathers, well, that's what they do. It's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, a Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're keeping it real like only Southern boys can. You might cheer or you might ask why, but they're Southern Fried till the day they die. They got stories, opinions, and a joke or two. Laid back truth with a country point of view. So pull up a chair, don't let the night slip by. There's wisdom in that old southern sky. Yeah, it's time to sit down with a little front porch talking with our friends Robert and David, a Southern Fried Podcast. They're gonna talk about Donald Trump, they're gonna talk MAGA, but they're laughing and living and loving the land. You might stay or just stop by, but they're Southern Fried till the day they die. Yeah, they're Southern Fried till the day they die.
Well, good hump day evening to everybody. Hope y'all have had a great day today. I got some of my venting out earlier, but we got a special show tonight coming up at the end of Hump Day Views. And Dave, why don't you tell them all about it?
Well, it's the debut of our Southern Fried Vent. We've been talking about it for about a month. So at the end of the first hour after Hump Day Views, we did slice that show in half. It's okay. We can breathe. We can do it. We will take a short break. We'll flip everything over. We'll drop everything down to Rumble. It's a Rumble exclusive. The second part of the show will go behind the paywall. We're in the creator program, and we have to have so much of that. And so we'll try to make the second half so fun. You'll just have to become a premium member of Rumble. If you don't have a Rumble, a lot of our folks have switched over to Rumble. Slowly but surely. It's good to have all those different platforms that you want, but make sure Rumble's in the family. So, yeah, I know, Michael. So, we'll get you there, though. We'll get you there. Anyway, that's in an hour. An hour.
Yeah. And for those of y'all that were on earlier today, a lot of the folks that are on here now were on earlier today. I had some stuff I had to get off my chest, and I appreciate y'all chiming in with me and supporting me going through that. I appreciate it. Sometimes there's just enough hogwash out there that you have to get out there and wash the pigs. We'll just call it washing the pigs instead of getting up on the soapbox. Of course, you got to get up on a big soapbox to wash a pig down.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of words for that, getting in, in the waller stuff, getting down the muck.
Well, thank you, Michael. uh, no, everywhere I turned this morning, I hadn't really been feeling all that great, but a little bit down in my back, and there's some stuff I couldn't do, so I was already frustrated. But everything I looked at in the news this morning had to do with that. And it just, ugh, I was like, what the? This is all, you don't want to say conspiracy theory because there's no theory to this. This is something that they are doing. They're doing it. And they don't care who they hurt in the process and who gets damaged in the process. In fact, the more people that get hurt or damaged in the process, the better they're going to like it.
Yeah.
So.
That's right, Barry.
Amen, Barry.
We hope everybody's had a great hump day so far. Hope you end on a high note.
Yes.
If you're with us, we think it's a high note.
That's right. And y'all look.
Oh, no.
I'm not even going to try that right now. I can't believe you did that.
That's about as high as I can get.
Sound like you drove up in El Camino. Oh.
I might have done it, buddy. But I would do it in honor of my friend James. God bless you, James. If you're watching, we're praying.
Yes, God bless you. I hope you're feeling better. I still ain't driving no El Camino for you. But, love you, brother, but I just can't do it. So.
Well, what if we had an El Camino that had the Southern Fried Podcast right there plastered on the side, rolling down the highways, advertising for the podcast?
That'd be awesome.
Nation on the other side.
That'd be awesome. Let somebody else drive it. I ain't driving. I ain't riding it.
You could drive the hearse.
Absolutely. The Hot Rod Southern Fried Podcast hearse. Now we're talking. I'd die in that. I'd get shot bigger than anything. I would. Because, I'd have to have a coffin in the back.
Bulletproof glass.
No, I'd have to have a coffin in the back. If I got tired where I'm going to sleep. And if the state trooper shows up and sees a coffin in the back of that hearse, he's going to have to look. There's no way around it. He is absolutely going to have to look. And when he raises that lid up and I go, put that back down, I'm getting shot.
There is no way I would ever lay in a casket. Except when they do it to me after I'm gone. That's the only time. I'm not laying in one.
Dude, well, how do you know if it's going to fit you or not? You got to try it on for size, dude.
If I'm dead, dude, I don't care.
You got to try that thing. You don't want to get up there for the funeral and your knees are all buckled up. I mean, you may not care, but they may not be able to shut the lid down on that end of it.
I'm not that tall, okay? And I know taller people than me that fit just fine, so it's okay.
I'm trying.
They made a special one time. They buried a husband and wife side by side right there together. I've seen that.
In the same coffin?
Same coffin.
Oh, well, that's sweet. I bet she still hogged the covers. I bet he was in about this much space in the coffin, and she had this much.
Oh. You better watch your step.
Hey, there ain't a woman out there listening right now or a guy that don't know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, hey, some women don't want no cover. They have hot flashes.
Yeah, but then what happens after the hot flash? They still every bit of covers on the bed. Then they got all glistening. And then, they got cold. Because they were glistening. Because women don't sweat, they glisten. Just say.
You step on that plank yourself. I'm not planking with you. I'm going to stay safely on the boat. I don't want to become the fish food after you get us kicked off the USS Southern Fried.
We're not getting kicked off the USS Southern Pride. Oh.
Well, I sure hope not.
Oh my goodness.
I sure hope not.
I'm stupid. There we go. Now, why is this camera? It gives a better picture when it's pointed down, but then when I point it up a little bit, it gives me this old grainy looking crap.
I don't know.
It's bothering me. Quit bothering me, camera. I say it's clear, and then it's not clear. There it goes. All right, stay there. I'll just adjust the whole blooming thing down. There. Then I quit messing with the screen, and it started right back up. Wait. It can't make up its mind. It can't make up its mind. There we go. Gosh. Never mind. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's right. So, well, let's talk about some hump day views. Now, these can be your views, our views, anybody jump in with anything that they have. I kind of got a good warm up earlier today. Yeah, Barry, Chuck's going to get the camera down where it don't make his spur don't make him look fat. It's not working. He hasn't figured that out.
Well, my view from Humpday is this: the president's going to have a great birthday. He's going to review a military parade. Some knuckleheads are going to get up and blow V8 and sing songs that don't rhyme, or they rhyme and they're horrible songs. And the president's going to sit back and high five and fist bump everybody while they can't do nothing about it, because if they make a move, there's National Guard, Marines, police, and others. I think it's going to be a fine weekend.
I think it is too.
A few knuckleheads are going to they're going to be singing songs. And are you okay?
No, it's still messing up. It's annoying me, and I can't get a picture. Oh. Okay, I'll just turn my darn light then. How about that? There we go. Now I'm happy. Continue.
I was done.
Huh?
I was done.
Well.
But that comment from Michael, I could be taken a lot of ways. I
think he was talking about when I got on here ranting earlier today.
Oh, I know, but without clarification and nobody that knew you did that, that could be taken a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You could have been mowing, looking at the sun.
Could have been thinking about Steve. There's no telling what could have happened.
There's a lot of things could have happened.
But you know, it was from me being on there earlier today. I said enough, but if anybody missed it,
also,
Barry, you have the same birthday as Donald J. Trump. That would just be awesome. Flag Day, yeah. Wow.
I've got a flag for all the leftists that'll be out there in their little no king day crap. Yeah. Here's my flag.
Yeah, that's a salute, sir.
That's also my flag.
Look,
it's my flag, bro. I can do whatever I want to with my flag. It's waving in the wind.
Yeah. And all you knuckleheads going out there for this no king day, no more kings or whatever, let me tell y'all something. He's not a king. He's a duly elected president. He won the electoral vote. He won the popular vote. He's not a king. He's a president. and he's more presidential than anything we've had up there in a long time, especially after the last 4 years. And thank goodness that we have him. He did not sit on his hands while LA was burning, and Gavin Newsom and the mayor, whatever, I can't even say her name, Bass. Is that her name, Bass?
Yeah.
They sat on their hands and let LA burn. They let it burn. And we're going to let it continue to burn because they couldn't make a decision. Well, guess what? Donald Trump is the president, and Donald Trump made a decision, and he acted. He did not sit on his hands. So everybody that's bitching and complaining and griping about what's going on over there, shut up. Your people had a chance to do something, your governor and your mayor, and neither one of them did anything. They sat on their hands and was enjoying it.
I say have fun with it. I know what he's not, but why not? Stick it back on him. Let's get some hats. King Trump. Just tick them off.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would
that would absolutely blow their minds up if we took their slogan and ran with it.
Dude, maybe we should make an image of Donald Trump wearing a crown and put it up here on the podcast. Be like, maybe he is.
He's a king, but he's more than a king. He's a president. But
yeah.
we can have fun with it.
Yeah. We get a picture of Maxine Waters up there and be like the court jester. Because she is a big joke. Yes. Yes. And we are going out to X as well. So we're going to burn the leftover of this too. We're going to jump right in there and help. Because I'm going to tell you something. They're a bunch of idiots and tart heads. Sorry, tart heads. I didn't mean to insult.
I wonder what kind of song they have this weekend.
Do what?
They always got a little song they sing, a little it's just repeated over and over again. They'll have a little slogan, a little saying. Hey,
I'm a little dumbass, short and stout. My mouth is big and it is my spout. When I get all steamed up, I spew crap. Tip me over and dump me out. What do you think?
Well, it's good, but they always have that like, hey, ho, something, 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 and then
they go, hey, ho, AOC is up. Oh. They tried. They had to quit doing the hey ho thing because they go hey ho, and AOC was going hi.
Don't make me spit my coffee out. Yes, they did, Barry. A total of 7 bases.
Mm-hmm. What all names did he give?
Well, he returned them back to the names they were.
Good.
Fort Bragg, Fort Benning.
I think they ought to open up. I think they ought to open up a new base. Call it Fort Trump. Oh, Fort Hesketh. That would tick everybody off. Nobody's happy with Pete Hesketh right now. But I'll tell you what, he has been everything that I hoped that Bongino and Patel were going to be. Pete Hesketh has been what I wanted them to be also. I will give him credit. Pete Hesketh has stood beside. He said, Donald Trump is the president. We're going to follow his orders.
Danny Bonbons, as Broski says, he says, hey, we're going to get things done. It takes time. Just hang on, folks.
Oh, okay.
My boy Patel, he's working 10, 12 hours a day.
Okay. We're waiting. Still waiting. On the edge of our seats with bated breath. We're waiting. We want to see it. Make it happen. Do something. Y'all want to make me happy right now. Y'all get your butts out there to LA and all these people that are spitting and hitting cops and going around and violating people's rights and going around and burning cars and slashing tires, defacing public buildings. Get out there and throw them in jail. That would make me happy. That would just tickle the snot out of me. Those bases are Fort A.P. Hill, Fort Pickett, Fort Robert E. Lee in Virginia, Fort Gordon in Georgia, Fort Hood in Texas, Fort Polk in Louisiana, and Fort Rutger in Alabama. Amen. Good.
And Bragg was already and Benning, Fort Benning, they was already taken care of.
Good. Get that woke nonsense gone. We don't need it. We don't. You know. Hey, look, it's America. If you want to say you identify as a rock, I don't care. Be a rock. If you want to live your life as a rock, be a rock. But I'm not going to acknowledge you as a rock because you're a human being. If you want to go out and identify as a whatever, that's fine. It's your right. It's your right. And this is the whole group that says, oh, we're going to follow the science and we're going to uphold the law. Okay, you're going to follow science. And you think that you can just magically say that you're something that you're not. And that's a sign of anything other than being mentally deficient somewhere. Come on. Come on. It's not that hard, people. If you identify as a man, don't be as a woman and you're a man. Don't be all upset if people get it wrong. I mean, how are we supposed to know? All we see is a man standing in front of us till you tell us otherwise. You know, you're still a man. Just follow the science. We're the party of science. We're the party of law. You're the party of hypocrites. That's all well and good till you don't get what you want. Then you're the party of crybabies. Oh my gosh. And you know that, Dave, that transfers over to the rest of their life. These are where Karens come from. I want you to wait on me now, right now. You better get it right too. Well, what do you want? I want a hamburger. So you get on my hamburger. Oh no, I wanted cheese on it. Well, why didn't you say you wanted cheese on it? You said you want me to get it right.
They caught one of them for sure. The Molotov cocktail dude. You're going down.
Yes. And they
the next burn you smell will be yourself.
Nah. It's going to be himself, but it's not the way you're talking about. He's going to be burning all right. Well,
you don't know how I meant that.
Well, if you meant it the way I mean it, he's going to put him in a cell with Big Bubba. Big Bubba's been in solitary for a long time, and Big Bubba is lonely and needing love. And when you go in there, put him in the cell, he's going to start singing. Got a little change in my pocket, going jang-a-lang-a-lang.
Wow.
Oh gosh, I just got a whole better song for that. And there's no way I could do it. There's no way. There's no way.
So let me ask you, this is a very unscientific question for you or the listeners, whoever. If you put Gavin Newsom, Zelensky, Karen Bass, Pelosi, and Hakeem Jeffries in the same cell, who comes out? Who survives? Who overcomes? It's dog eat dog. They take each other out. Who's surviving that ordeal?
I don't know. The only thing I can say about it, that'd be a darn good start. Well, it depends. Are these crap-eating dogs we're talking about, or regular dogs, or a mix?
Yeah, Barry, that's a good point. Yep, and it is still called Lake
Yeah.
Lanier. People don't even think about that anyway, man. They all think about the people that die in that lake. They think there's ghosts and things because they covered up a cemetery. It's just drunks. they don't they don't wear life preservers or anything, and they jump in the water and they don't come back up. Although
No,
there
you
are,
hadn't heard of the Lake Lanier monster? It's kind of like Nessie, but it's mean as crap. I mean, they say it is a vile, ugly beast. It's got like green lips and big scales and large teeth. Uh, been known to wear orange pantsuits. It is a vicious, vicious. They nicknamed it Killery. Ugly, ugly thing.
uh,
That's why all them folks on Lake Lanier get killed. 330 people arrested. California Highway Patrol, is that right? Chips got 19, 12 in Austin. Two with Molotov cocktails. They need to name a base for the left to make them happy, like Fort Klinger. Oh my goodness. What would be a name for the for a base that would make the left happy?
Fort Milk
Milk.
for Harvey Milk,
Oh.
whatever his name was, the one they had the ship named after.
I
Yeah.
was thinking. Uh,
They probably named after that dude that defected from, or he went to the over in Afghanistan. He switched sides. What was that little freak's name? Wearing the American
yeah.
soldier's uniform, switched over and was bashing America. Oh, did you see the girl that's in uniform? America joined the protesters in uniform.
I bet she'll be brought up on charges.
She's going down. She's
Yeah,
an
she'll be
active
brought
member.
up on charges for that.
You can be an active member, but you cannot go out there in uniform, and that's not going to go well for you, little girl. Not going to
You
happen.
can learn something hard about the UCMJ.
Oh yeah, she's out there bumping them gums, right there with the
Chicago mayor is pushing for Civil War 2.0. Newsom was posting an address for Americans, and the audio didn't want to work. I bet it worked somewhere.
Wouldn't it be great if during one of the big addresses, like for one of those leftist idiots, either a town hall or some big crowd, and all of a sudden somebody got a hold of the audio, and while the dude is talking or the girl, it's going, "I am an idiot. I am the master of all idiots. I stand before you today." And every time they try to talk, it would say things about them. I am stupid. I'm un-American. I'm a communist. That would be great.
Yeah. Michael, this is one of the things that I've been harping on for a while. MSNBC said the riots were cheap fake. Okay. Proof. They offer no proof on this. They just say this. They offer no proof. You can't believe, they've already shown you can't believe a dabbling word that any of them says over and over again. They keep having to retract, and they go back and they retract stuff, but it's like 2 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever, as little time as possible. Just enough time where they said, oh, okay. But everybody still, oh, well, they said it. It's got to be true. They're one of the most respectable media organizations on the planet. I've heard that from leftists. Y'all are idiots. I mean, come on. Wake up. Elon Musk does this. Oh, it's a Nazi gesture. Booker does this. Oh, well, we're not going to report on that. Laws and rules for thee, not for me. That is their whole thing. And that's it. Mm. I'm telling you, they want somebody to get killed. They want. They want somebody to get killed in all this mess. That just make them so happy.
Earlier, Michael, he's Teflon, man. The more they come at him, the more it bounces off of him, and it does mass damage to themselves. Their numbers, their messaging, their votes, everything.
Yeah. That's why they're going through all this right now. This is the only way they see that they can get any kind of credibility or power back is to start this. And this is an insurrection. Make no mistake about it. This is the very thing that they were accusing Trump of. They are trying to cause trouble on a national level. This is being pushed by these leftist nut jobs. All right. The heiress from Walmart, what's her name? It's something Walton. But, every time you go to Walmart, 2% of what you buy goes to fund her. And what does she do? She gives out hundreds of thousands of dollars to support crap like this. There's no King Day. What the dumb crocker? We know he's not a king. Y'all apparently don't realize it. We understand how our government works. We understand the difference between a president and a king. He was duly elected, you knuckleheads.
There's an idea for Camilla. Your Kate King Trump with a crown.
I don't think. I do know the lady that's going to be doing a cake for that one, but I don't think she's going to do that one. I think she might do one for Southern Fried Podcast. How about that? It's going to be a fruit cake. Just kidding. Sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not. That's not 100% true. I'm not really sorry, but all right. So here's my question, and here's where my vent goes to. Okay. Yes, Stephen A. Smith kind of got on the DMs too. Yes. Yes. He did. I don't really care, but he stick with the sports. But yeah. Not saying he can't have an opinion, but yeah. Oh! I got to throw a sad note out there today. Brian Wilson passed away today.
Yeah.
The lead singer and founder of the Beach Boys. And that's sad. They had some good tunes, dude. That bothers me. I didn't realize we were that old because it didn't seem like they were that old when we were kids. But I guess they were in their 30s and 40s then. I guess, but legendary. The Beach Boys have been around for a long. Have been around for a long time, dude. And then that last album, they cut probably one of their best songs ever in Kokomo. Wasn't that their last album? It had Kokomo in it.
I'm not sure.
So,
Which girl are you talking about, Bear? I'm sure there's a lot of actors involved in some of this.
there was one boy said they could beat the National Guard down. Oh, dude, I would love to see that happen. He'd been a zip tie and gone quick.
Make our day.
Yeah. Go ahead, spit on them boys.
Well,
Oh,
he wouldn't even get past the Georgia State Patrol in our state. We wouldn't need no National Guard.
no.
That'd body slam him, cuffed and stuffed, baby.
Uh,
I bet during when you're training to be a Georgia State patrolman, half of one day or a full day of their training over the several weeks they train has to be the class is probably called "Take a Freak Down Day." It's the proper way to take a freak down.
uh. It's probably also known as Slam a Libetard Day.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
These people, they just get caught up on all these causes. They're always on the wrong side of history. They're always on the wrong side of the thing.
Always.
But
Oh.
there's always those people. I'm telling you, they could go in a store, anybody, citizen or whatever, and they could steal $700 worth of stuff, and it'll always be that person go, "Can't we let them go? They won't do it again." But they've probably already done it to 7 other stores.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
It doesn't
That
matter.
doesn't matter. We need to give them another chance. Can we just give them another chance? They really deserve another chance.
It's not their fault.
It's
They
not
play
their
the
fault.
victim. They're the victims, and we're
Yeah.
it's our fault. It's everything's our fault.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's our fault they're like this. They don't want to be like this. They didn't choose this for themselves. Well, some of the comments coming back in also, and I got to throw this out there from Gavin Newsom's speech. Did you see any of that or hear about this?
I've been at work. I haven't really had.
They said, like they just got beat all to death on social media. Gavin Newsom's staff can't even set up a stream properly, as his major announcement has no audio. If they can't do this correct, this is a separate one. What makes anyone believe they can run California at all? Embarrassing. Utter calamity. That was the former senior advisor, Robert F.K. Jr. It was pre-recorded too. After several minutes, a new color-corrected version of the same video with actual audio was started. What an absolute fail.
These people always, and I was saying this earlier, they always think that their message wows people. It's like, oh, when I say this, they're going to love me.
Yeah.
And it falls flat. It really falls flat.
It always falls flat. And if you look at it, Gavin Newsom's doubled down on lies after lie after lie. Even after saying, he's still up there hollering that Trump never contacted him.
Oh, yeah.
He's still doubling down on that lie, tripling down, quadrupling down, whatever. People, you can't believe a word that's coming out of their mouth anymore. You can't. I'm sorry, but you cannot believe them. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, folks. Don't drink it. It's not that good. It tastes like what they're full of. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. We're smarter than this as a nation. We're not going to fall for this stuff. Come on. You people out there in LA, y'all calm down. You don't fall for this. It's easy to get pulled into stuff like this. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Because I'm going to tell you, they're not going to be happy until someone gets killed. And if it keeps going, somebody will. And that's who's going to be their new poster child. but they don't care who it is. They don't care about you. They just want to see something happen that's good for their party. And that's just it. They care more about their political party than they do the American people. Hmm.
It's a mixed up world.
Am I wrong? I mean, I hate to say this, but the only one that I see on that whole side that may actually care about his constituents is Fetterman. And I couldn't stand Fetterman at first. But he seems to at least listen to his constituents and tries to get them what they want. They're the ones that voted for him. You can tell by the way he dressed, the man ain't making no money off government.
Well,
Sorry.
the people that voted him in, not the people that voted for him, they're happy with him. It's the people who got outvoted that struggle. The people that voted for Newsom, they love it. They think he's a hero today. That's what they wanted. Obviously, they keep voting for him.
I cannot believe there's that many. Well, yeah.
Well, the world is full of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, but they're everywhere.
Oh, what's that girl's name? That's another one I can't stand. I gotta find that story. What's that little hippie girl that's activist that tried to get into Israel? Greta
Thornburg.
Thorn. Let's just see. I get anything out of that. I know how you spell Greta. All right.
She's on the party boat heading to not the destination that she wanted to go to.
Yeah. She claims that the activists were kidnapped by Israeli forces. But this is the funny part. Israel referred to the flotilla as a selfie yacht, dismissing the act as a publicity stunt. And they sent her home, kicked her out, sent her home. They seized the yacht. If I'm reading this correctly, they seized the yacht. Yeah, it says after Gaza-bound selfie yacht was seized. That's what Fox said. So they took her yacht.
Well, she didn't pay for it anyway. All those loons that support her movement and stuff, they paid for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's their waters. If you're coming to do what they don't want you to do.
Yeah. Thunberg posted a video amid the chaos saying she had been kidnapped by Israel. A comment which drew heavy scrutiny as some point out the plight of the hostages who have been held in Gaza since October the 7th, 2023. And she got intercepted on this little thing, and she's been kidnapped.
She's a mixed up person. She's really odd.
She is.
I think has some mental issues. They just use her. Sadly, I mean, she's got problems. She's got real problems.
Well,
she's been groomed by her own parents to be like this. It's really sad. I don't
she's
care
a young version of Joe Biden in his last presidency. The last couple years of it anyway, where he was so far gone, but he was being used by other people to do stuff, and that's the same thing that's happening with her.
I mean, her mind, she thinks she's doing good.
Yeah, Yeah.
She's just being played by others,
Mm-hmm.
and they laugh at it. They
Yeah.
let her be the folly.
Mm-hmm.
And
And that keeps her in the limelight.
what parents let your kids be done that way? Come on. If for nothing else, I would fear for her safety.
Yeah.
As a parent, you would say, come on, it's I mean, if your kid came to you and said, "Hey, we're gonna buy this yacht and we're gonna boat and we're gonna sail to Gaza," I think I would have. Hey, wait a minute, wait, hold on, time out. Let's talk about this. That's not a good move. I mean, common sense people say, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's going to end bad for you. You could get hurt. You could get killed. At the very least, you're not going to be able to do what you said you're going to do. So let's just put that. Let's just stop that plan right now. But no, they go, "Oh yeah, look at this. This is great. Club freak out,
Yeah.
sailing on the water."
And
Bed knobs and lunatics.
can you imagine what it would have been like to ride on that boat? I'm surprised they made it there, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it had to be almost like Gilligan's Island 24/7.
Honestly, they probably, I don't know where they set sail, but they probably set sail from somewhere close. People do that crap. I really don't know where they came from. Maybe they did come from far away. I don't know. But hey, we got idiots that go under the water and go to Titanic and implode themselves. So, I mean, there's people that do some dumb things. So,
Yeah.
that sound you hear is the end of your life.
No, there is such a thing as natural selection. All right. And I've been a big proponent of just taking all the warning labels off everything. Just take them off. You know, that whole thing, the paint holder part of the ladder, let's put this thing on it. This is not a step. You know, yeah, I know it's a tray. But somebody somewhere, you know, they did. That's why it's there. They used it for a step.
Or it's coffee. It's hot.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
coffee. It is hot. Very hot.
Yeah. Or water on road when raining. Well, duh. We know water's
Slippery
wet.
when wet.
Deer crossing. Slow children ahead. I hate that sign. They got them all out there everywhere. Slow children ahead. Why? Why? Well, does that mean they don't run fast enough to get out of the road and scatter? Or are they talking about their mental acuity? I mean, come on. Or maybe they're telling you to slow down. I don't know.
Well, if we had that, we'd have the liberal areas would be just inundated with signs.
Well, I think we are inundated with signs, especially around here in Georgia. I can name off several cities that are just inundated with those signs. Would you like for me to?
Sure, go for it.
We got Albany. We got Columbus. We've got Savannah, Atlanta. What? Greta's father was an actor and mom opera singer. Grandfather did cartoon voices for Walt Disney years ago. Wow. Maybe that's why she sounds so goofy. Wow. With all the nonsense going on in the world today, I'm not trying to start any conspiracy theories or anything like that. And yeah, we're laughing and joking about some of this stuff, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, and this is to all Americans, not just the right side or the left side. I want everybody, to take a deep breath. Take 2 steps back. Take a breath and look at what's going on. Look what's going on. And if you don't believe me, to get out there and do what you got to do. But take a deep breath and look at what's going on. Be aware. Don't fall for this hogwash. Don't do it. Please. Please, it's not going to end well. All this is, they don't care about you. All they care about is trying to get some power back. That's all they care about. That's it. You are not important to them. Quit. Just back up, take a deep breath, and then look at it again. And if you feel like you need to get out there and do that, I'm not advocating it. I don't think you should. I think it's crazy. I think it's nutso, and it's lawless. But I think if everybody would back up for just a few minutes, take a couple of deep breaths, I decide not to do it, and that would be the right call. So everybody just stop, back up, take a deep breath, and then look at it. You know, it is already slowing down. They have restored law and order. They're working on it. So let's keep it going. And we got this no more Kings bull crap coming up. Dave, have you seen their ad that they put out in the paper?
I went to their website.
Yeah, I pulled it up today and went over it line by line. And it is the biggest bunch of crock up. I mean, they actually went to the bottom of a deep septic tank to dig this out. A deep, heavily used.
It's America. I mean, you got the freedom to be a dummy.
Yeah, we got the freedom to call it out, too.
There's a lot of dummies out there.
All right, so I guess you're talking about Greta here. She claims she has Asperger's, OCD, and selective mutism. I guess it's supposed to be mutism, but I'm going to call it mutism. But I guarantee you she's got a good case of Asperger's.
Not that link yet. No, Michael, I didn't even sit till I got home. I had a busy day. I will. Busy.
I can't believe anybody out there would think that Greta Thunberg does not have a good case of Asperger's. I'm sorry. It's just. Oh.
There's a bunch of people got some. Put whatever name on it you want. They got something.
Yeah.
I mean, they stand in front of judges every day. So, son, why'd you do that? I don't know. Seemed like the thing to do, Judge. Are you stupid, boy?
Imagine in Atlanta, since it's a sanctuary city, if Trump had to send troops and the National Guard to Atlanta. That would kind of be awesome. Chuck, knock it off, dude.
Why don't we just send LeBron James in? He wants to be the hero of causes. Just send him in.
Yeah.
He'd get their mind off of it anyway. He could put on a little 3-on-3 basketball tournament or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or we could send in the clowns. Oh, they're already there.
They all showed up in one little bitty car.
Can you imagine if the National Guard, I'm just having fun. Can you imagine if the National Guard showed up in like these masks, like glow in the dark with hoods, like look like a Sith Lord or something? I mean, can you imagine how much you remember those I forget what creatures they were, but the ones that were standing behind the dude in the last Star Trek movie, Next Generation movie, the ones that were behind the bad dude, those people were freaky. Can you imagine looking like that in the dark? There'd be some people running for their lives. Just stare at them. Don't say nothing. Just stare at them.
Yeah.
Don't say goodbye, Mike. Stay around. David Hogg, that's a loser.
Yeah.
Golly. And his own classmates say he was a loser in school. They didn't like that dude.
No. No, he probably got shoved in the locker a lot. He got shoved in a locker or given a swirly. And those of you who don't know what a swirly is, then you definitely grew up in a era after I did.
No, not yet, Mike. No. That's about halfway through, brother. That's not at the top of the hour. That's at the bottom of the hour. Right near the bottom. Just half the show.
Oh. Now look, y'all can't try to make us feel guilty about doing Rebel Premium. I mean, they're helping pay the bill. If we could do it another way, we would.
Is Chuck being mean?
Chuck, he's over here licking himself, giving himself a bath right in my ear, and he won't stop. It's annoying as crap. No, half of the Wednesday night event, sir.
No,
That's coming up here in about 4 minutes. We're going to start that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back with everything redone and ready to go.
And if it all collapses, we'll build it back again. Yeah. Hopefully it won't.
Oh, he's just having fun now. Oh. So, yes, we're going to have now, everybody's welcome to jump in. We want y'all to. Y'all jump in with your vents, gripes, complaints. Everybody, just jump on in there with it. So, we've got some lined up, I'm sure. I know I do. And y'all feel free to jump in with y'all's as well. So, in fact, you may have heard Chuck. You may have. He's being loud and obnoxious. He finally quit. Ugh. I've not had a real good week this week, but I tell you what, y'all guys, Chuck's a wonder kitty, okay? He is absolutely a ray of light in my life. That little sucker, when I wake up after having a seizure or whatever, and he's right there, man, he is right there with me, purring, whatever, on top of me or beside me, doing everything he can, try to make me feel better. And just having that little sucker there that's willing to do that. I've never known of cats doing. I know they know, them and dogs both, but, to have a cat think that much of you, you got to be doing something right. Because Dave,
they're all crazy.
Yeah, except for Chuck. He might be. I heard him singing the other day. Yeah.
What was he singing? Baby Shark?
No. He was singing, "Don't it make my brown eye blue?" He's only got one eye, Dave.
Lord of mercy. That's all I got to say. Lord of mercy. Bless your heart.
Take a dose of Chuck and go to sleep. Why does Chuck need to adjust the camera? Yeah, he'll have to adjust it back where he had it. It's not. But I turned the light this time. Maybe it'll mess him up. Well, Dave, how about we take a short break and we'll come right back on that. And we'll start the Wednesday night event.
We'll be back, folks. Get ready to vent. We'll see you in a few. Hey, Southern Fried fans and your Cornbread Nation. Well, yeah, that's right. We're going to advertise for Mammoth Nation. To all proud Americans, we call attention to these thoughts. Are you tired of woke corporations that don't align with your values? I know we are. Look no further than Mammoth Nation, the ultimate